Yep.
Is there anybody there? Because I can't find the class. Well, there's 7 people watching. I wonder where I am. Because I ain't in the group. I hate. Oh, it says I am. Why can't I find it? Because does anybody know where class is, please? Because I can't find it. And I don't like reading off
You can click on the
StreamYard.
Right, and StreamYard.
Yeah, but if I can't find it, then presumably nobody else can.
They can, because there's 8 people watching.
Well, where is it?
I don't know.
You know what? Technology. I can't even begin to tell you how much I hate it right now. It's not here.
Melissa says hi on YouTube.
Hi, Melissa. I bet I can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
This makes no sense. I don't know. I can't find it. I tell you what, I wonder if maybe I don't have to be me, I have to be somebody else.
Well, I can't find it.
You can't find it either?
No.
This is so frustrating.
It's so Facebook.
It's not just Facebook though, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Trust me, it's not, because the website's playing up as well. Well, I don't know. I can't find it.
Kelly on YouTube says hi. Elizabeth says hi on YouTube.
Hello, YouTube people. I'm glad you're here.
I'm just going to give on to this.
View on Facebook. Well, it says I'm there.
Yeah, that's because you are.
Oh. Hi, Kari. Hi, Ali. Oh, well, good. I'm glad somebody can. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jill. Hey, Wendy. Well, it seems to work for everybody except me. I just give up. Hi, Peggy. Oh, I probably have to press play.
Has gone on to YouTube because she can't find it.
What's happened to this picture as well? Look, it's big. I need big diamonds now. Right. I have no idea where this is going. Now, we had our UFO event at the weekend where I didn't do a great deal, but I did finish off matting my little book. And it's really nice now. It fits just perfectly everything. But I'm a little bit worried because I know that from now on it's all going to go all crop bob. Hi, Carol. So I'm just going to take you through what I did and what I've still got to do. But I did base mat everything. So I've got this one for my front because I thought that would be a really, really fun background to put some decoration on. But I'm not going to do the cover until last because it's just going to get in the way otherwise. So open it up and I've got my plain bit there, which we'll add to. And then here we've got a photo mat, which I haven't decorated, and it's a good job. And I'll show you why in a minute. And then that opens up and I've got my big photo mat there. Open that up and we've got these 2 pages, and I did a little bit of paper piecing here because I wanted those that way up and it wasn't wide enough. So I added some little bits, but I think that looks really cute. I do like that. You're all right, Tracy. At least you could find it, which is more than I could. And then open it up and we've got here, for some reason I haven't cut myself photo mats unless they're in my box, which they might be. Turn that over, and then here we've got this kind of like quality thing. And I haven't matted my photo mats yet, but I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so turn that over and then go backwards. And on this side, we have got this pull-out photo mat there. Oh, thank you, dear. I'm glad you're on the ball. Then here we've got that there. Turn that over, and that page is just blank. And then here, I've got what do you call it? A waterfall. Okay, so that's there, and then back to the front again. So this is why I'm really glad I didn't decorate up my photo mats. Look at me, I'm trying to get organised. Don't worry, it won't last. Oh, they're in my photo mats that I lost. So I've got all of my bits and pieces, but that is all of the paper I've got left, which isn't huge amounts. So what I'm going to do, I think, is with my photo mats, I'm going to use some white cardstock in lieu of photos. So I'm going to put some, like paper along the top or the side or whatever, just to add some interest, and then we can decorate up from there. So I think that might be what I do next. So I'm going to work my way through and work out all of my. Oh, say that. I don't know where my colours are. Okay. This place is an absolute tip. Oh.
Kelly on YouTube says yours looks like one doesn't look like that.
Well, it's the only bit of my room that does look neat, I can assure you. And I'm sure it's gorgeous. And I will also say that I have this little phrase that I love to use a lot. And it is, there's no such thing as a mistake or a mess, just an opportunity to embellish. And it is amazing what you can cover up when the need arises. Right, okay, well, these are out. Might as well do these first. So I'm going to do these with strips of pattern paper across the top. That's going to be an inch. I dropped my copy on this one, which is going to be an inch. I don't even know what my ruler is.
It's actually Lorraine.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lorraine.
She's got a name, apparently.
Well, why not? 6 3/4. I knew that actually. So I like to do mine. I like to do my strips at an inch because I'm funny like that. Oh, which Elaine? Oh no. Oh, why? What's up? I'm sorry to hear. It wasn't my company, was it, at the weekend? Actually, I'm not good because that's not long enough. I'm going to do them sideways.
Sally said we said him to lose.
Oh, nice. Not. Oh, I should have known this was the wrong trimmer.
Yes, it's always the other one. I don't think we're going to put enough people to us on Facebook.
Probably as lost as we are. So I'm cutting these at an inch. I like an inch thickness, and then I'm going to cut them down to just under 4 3/4. So there. 1, 2. 3. 4. I have absolutely no idea where my corner rounder is. I don't know where anything is. Yeah, no, but where's my bag with all my stuff in?
It was the bag. Really expensive.
Well, all of those who have ordered the kits for the online retreat, you guys are amazing. I have no idea how many of you would want a kit. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. And what I did a little bit differently this time was they kind of pre-ordered. So rather than ordering my usual number and having people be disappointed, which has happened quite a lot, I waited to see, how many people would order. I've ordered some extras, so if you haven't had one yet and you still want one, probably won't be a problem. But I ordered them this morning, so they should be on their way. And Mark has been magic printing. I've got loads of these to parcel up now. But just a heads up that we are going to be, how can I say this? We're not going to be around at all at the weekend.
Well, Friday, Saturday.
Friday, yeah. Rachel's going to post it, so the cats are all right. So if you can air up to her. Yes, please. But yeah, we're actually going to be away. I did a really stupid thing. That's not straight, but it might be. It's the big trade show in Frankfurt this weekend, which I've been looking forward to going to for quite a number of years. But in my somewhat disorganized brain, I can't even blame Mark for this.
That's nice. You can.
Well, I can, but it wouldn't be true. I made the decision that we were going to go and spend the weekend with some very good friends. I'm happy with that. I like that a bit. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing because I'm not happy about that. But I'm happy that we're going to be spending the weekend with some really good friends. But what was I thinking?
Oh, Elaine says it's fine, but her heart isn't yet.
Oh, that's not good. That's the third person I've heard today say that. Next year, Beth, come and stop with me, and then we'll go over to it together. Now I've got to find some glue. Why is everything so difficult?
I don't know, that's what I think so. What's that on the floor there?
Oh, they're probably dead.
Well, she's lying down, so.
Hi, Maxie. Oh, that one's working too for now. So I'm going to put these just at the end there. So if you haven't got enough pattern paper to cover your whole photo mat, then this is a good way to deal with that. Oh, I'm not sure if that's coffee or what. Oh no, ripped it. Oh well, nobody's going to notice. I haven't just told you that. Oh, what am I doing? Just put glue on the. Oh. I have to tell you, it has not been a good couple of weeks, and my brain is decidedly not working at optimal, whatever. Right. Okay, so now I've put those on. Something lumpy here that shouldn't be. My imagination, I think. Right, now I'm going to put some white card on there. So, you know that ruler that I've just been using, the really long ruler that is huge and you can't possibly lose it? I just don't even understand how these things happen. I just don't get it. It's a metre long. I've just been using it. Oh, there it is. Is it a metre long? No, 20 inches. It's half a metre long. Right, so 4 3/4 by 5 1/2. It's all over the floor. One, two, three, 4. Now, I was looking today, because I was in a spending money sort of mood, because I bought all the papers this morning, plus a whole load of stuff from a different wholesaler. And then I was looking, because I know in the US, we haven't got it over here yet, as far as I can see, but I know you've got the Carter Bella Wizard of Oz, which I've been waiting for. So I went and had a look at my US wholesaler, and they've got it in. And I put it in my basket, and I'm thinking that we should really do a project with it. So yeah, it's very nice. But I don't know, do we do like a Wednesday class, or do we do like a weekend class? I don't know.
I don't really know.
No, me neither. Right, so let's pop these in. There we go. So I've got 2 photos. So that's what I do when I haven't got enough paper left. Kind of makes sense. It's really nice, isn't it, Beth? Yeah, I don't know what, oh, I don't know. I think I need to get the paper first, because I know this sounds ridiculous, but quite often I need the paper to tell me what sort of book it's going to be. So maybe when I've got it in my hands, I'll know. Right, okay, so let's have a think about decorating. Now, I'm afraid I just went for it and got the lot, because it's so pretty. How could I not? So I bought chipboard words, because I don't think you can ever have too many words and phrases. As embellishments go, these are some of my all-time favorites. Any sort of words and phrases like that. I've got some chipboard bits. Now, these are great. They're brilliant because they're solid and they layer up beautifully. But you have to be conscious of where you're using anything that's chipboard, because obviously it's a bit thicker. So you might be better using this kind of like on the outside here. Then the ephemera bit, well, I mean, obviously these are 49 and market, but you know, all sorts of different paper companies do different styles of embellishments. So this is, even though I'm using 49 and Market, I mean, it does apply generically, but I will say that I don't see anybody having a great range of embellishments that 49 and Market have got. And the nice thing is, because, you know, whatever you're using, everything matches. It takes all the stress out of it. But these cards are nice and flat, so these are good for inside. I got rub-ons because I'm a little bit obsessed with them ever since the last time I got them. So I think that might be my next job, actually, to go through and to use some rub-ons. And then the laser cut elements, which just make it so easy to just punch stuff out. So rub-ons seem to be making a surge back. Not quite sure why, but I'm very happy about it. And I remember way back when we used to use these, they weren't the easiest of things to use. You had to rub quite a lot. But these ones are just a joy. So, right, let's start at the beginning. Now here on my inside cover, I've got a very flat, plain area to fill. Now I could I did think about putting a frame on there, making a frame, you know, like with an acetate front that you can pop a photo in. But I think I'm just going to use it to decorate. So I reckon a little bit of flat decoration would be best. So where are my scissors? Now, I'm also going to have to think about the front, because I don't want to come to the end and not have the bits that I want for the front. And let's be honest, the front is kind of important because that's the bit that you see first. So I might just put some rub-ons on the front while I think about it. Now, I like to put my rub-ons like on edges. So I might just cut these down a little bit, so it'll go directly into the corner. Now I have used these where they've moved out onto the card my background. I have to say that works really well too. Where's it? Here. So rub-ons, you rub them on. It's very technical. Oh, hang on. Is it something? Yes, I saw that, Renee. I was looking at them today because that was where I was ordering the stuff for the retreat from, obviously. Graphic 45 are bringing out quite a few new bits and pieces I saw, which is interesting. I mean, look at this. The nice thing I think about these rub-ons is that they're matte. They haven't really got a particular sheen on them, or if they have, it's very subtle. So it looks like it's actually part of the paper, which is something that I really, really love.
Hello, my friends. I missed working on this. I'm glad to join you live. You are amazing.
Sorry, who's that?
Dolly Spence.
Oh, hiya.
And Jane says, I've got to say, I watched your overview of the page project and it's most impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Just look at all Alice characters. I can't wait to get started.
Well, you know, I got to be honest with you. I'm really glad that I don't have to choose which one I want to make. I don't envy you that. I do apologise. I think it would be Alice, because obviously Alice, and I love Alice. You all know I love Alice. But the dragons are good, and my daughter loves dragons. So I don't know. It's a bit of a toughie.
Oh, and Lorraine has joined us on Facebook now.
Hi, Lorraine.
Or should that be Toby and Tim?
Oh, yes. Right. Put that one there. Right, and that'll do for the front. Now, I know I'm decorating this up last. She says decorating it up now. I'm not. I'm only doing the flat bits. Yeah, there's dragons on the vintage library. So yeah, there's some dragons there. It is very nice.
That says my right on the dragons too. I'm reading.
Yep. I've got a what do you call it? Clay one downstairs she started making. That was pretty cool. Right, I'm just having a look at this. I'm not going to stick anything down, but I'm just having a look so that whatever I choose to put on the front, I can keep it like what words.
Oh, Mum's got the laundry in her basket.
It's lovely. It doesn't seem to have quite as many strong images as the Alice, maybe I would say. It was difficult to choose kind of like focal images. Do I want this to be family? This is now going to be a class where for the next few weeks you watch me faffing. Now, I have.
Nancy says, I'm very late to the project. It's similar to the Atlanta project.
Oh, we're talking about the online retreat one. Yeah, it is.
But not the one you're doing now, is it?
No, not this one. This is different. I think she knows that. Yeah. I like to have something that I can put my ephemera in so I can see what I've got.
Ryan says, for the case, I'm thinking of using possibly, maybe, sort of, AB Studios We Are Circus papers.
Oh, I like those. They've got some lovely Alice papers as well.
But not sure. Yes, and at first you didn't even notice the dragons. So you just went for the Alice without even looking.
Well, I don't blame you, to be honest. You know, those dragons are very lovely. But Alice is also lovely. I don't know. I can't make my mind up. I'm going to spend too long puffing on that. Ooh. Right, I'm going to put those to one side because I think that might be what I use for the basis of my cover. Right, okay, so inside here, what are we going to do? Now, I want something flat, preferably. So I've got my rub-ons. All of these as well. Now, I'll tell you what I love about these is that there's always the lace in there. Is there anything, tell me something, right? Is there anything nicer, more happy than opening new craft supplies? Right, you know, okay, I do this for a living. I know. And I have to say, in all honesty, that because I, you know, buy paper to make kits and stuff up with, some of the, you don't get the same joy buying that way as you do when you buy your own supplies. You'll understand. So when I get a chance like this, so it's just like a one-off to just open up for the first time, I'm getting all emotional. It's so exciting, isn't it? It's going to be the best feeling, or one of the best feelings. Tell you what, they seem to have a lot more in pages in this than usual. That's a good thing.
That says the smell of paper.
Oh, Graphic 45. That is just one of the best smells in the world, isn't it? Oh, there's my frame.
Lorraine have to smell of papers.
Of course you do. Absolutely goes without saying. Now, I will tell you that I've only been saying this for ages, but I am going to seriously reduce shop. Any kind of like single papers, bundles and stuff will be going. My lovely friend Jill is going to come and help me make up some mystery bundles for you in due course. So there are going to be some bargains to be had because I want to just focus. I want to just focus on the kits really. And I've been saying it for ages, but this time I'm really doing it.
Go for it.
So I can't tell you how to decorate, how to design, how to do all these bits because I think it's absolutely personal choice. And
Jill says, "Am I?"
yes.
Lorraine says, "Oh, I'm looking at it."
So I think you're just going to have to put up with me just faffing for a bit. that's too light. And that's too small. Oh man. We're going to be here for some time faffing, I think. Oh, look at these. Look at these little scallop edges with the lace cut out. Oh, yum.
It says, is that made from Marks machine we can hear on the back there?
Yep.
Yes.
I've told him, how many hours is it going to take you to print all of the... You've been so wonderful with your orders. It's going to take, is it 100 hours to print all of
the... Lots.
Oh no, because it's not. It's
I've been told to
it'll be about 50, no, because you put
16 hours.
16. Yeah, I was just going to say because because you're doing more than one on each one, aren't you? Yeah. Need to sit him on something. When I'm putting stuff together, I like to have a lot of contrast in the colours. So I can't tell you how I do it. I can just kind of, because I just play until I like it. Right, I'll tell you what's going to make this easier. I'm going to cut out my photo thing. Right, you know that ruler that I lost? Here it is. Oh. 4.5 by 3. Remember 4.5 by 3. Yeah.
Just says she knows what to use. It makes my answers. No, that's not just me.
Oh God, no. I think faffing is in our nature, isn't it? I must admit, I'd be a lot quicker if I wasn't doing it in class, because I feel always like really on the spot and under pressure. These colours are some of my favourites, I have to say. They're just, oh, yeah, Boston. I think I've kind of got the start of it. Right, let's stick a few bits on. let's just stick that on. Anyway, yes, so I was telling you that we're not going to be around this weekend, and let's just say there's costumes involved. Not that Mark's bothering with costumes, are you, dear?
Francis has been moving calsummersworkshops all day and still not finished, and then she's got the decorators to do.
Well, do you know, David made me think of something the other day that I absolutely hadn't realised. In all the years of making mini books, I make my photo mats to fit the pocket, just the way I've always done it. And that means, of course, that quite often I have about 20 different sizes of photo mats in a book. And I don't know about you, but after a while, I get a little bit fed up of them. The amount of work that you have to do to put them together. And David says, I can't even remember what he said, but I thought, oh, yeah, that is why I hate photo mats. So, I'm going to tell you that from now on, we're going to have no more than 3 different sized photo mats per book. Because I ain't got time for that.
That's actually a very interesting question.
Fred?
Beth.
Oh, Beth. Yes.
Beth,
I was going to say, Fred, what's he doing now?
She's me. I am. Mark, how many times does the machine mess up on a job this size, and do you have to start over when it happens? Well, I've answered that. I think I've had about half a dozen failures since I've had the machine.
Yeah, it's not a common occurrence, but you've had one today, haven't you?
Well, no, it wasn't a failure. It continued. I just paused, thinking there was an error, but just paused and then carried on.
Oh.
I run out of filament halfway through yesterday, so it just pauses and I just put new filament in.
It was different with the other machine, though.
Oh, very different. Completely different.
Now, do I put acetate in the front of that? Well, I could do, but I don't know where I've got any, so I'm maybe not going to bother. Anybody remember what I did here? Because I've forgotten. Now, I like to cut lots of embellishments up because obviously you're going to get a lot more out of them if you start cutting them up. Okay, so this, I'm just going to put glue on 3 sides because I want to slip my photo mat inside there. So in theory, oh, I forgot to put my thingy in.
What's it?
Yeah, where's it gone? Here it is. Well, that's not the end of the world, because all I need to do is just cut it down.
Rain says funny means, but then the book won't be so deep. That makes sense.
Well, that's true. I don't know about you. I get really fed up of making 101 different sorts of photo maps. This isn't going to fit now, is it? No. Cut it down a bit. I should really have put this on some ribbon or something so you can pull it out easy if you can put a photograph in there. There we go. Right. Need to soften that up a bit now. I've got this nice word here. Let's pop that over there. Keep it away from the edge. I've got a little birdie. Pop him on there. Actually, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on his feet because we don't want them.
Jill asks, is anyone else, if a collection have push cards or other stuff, to go and put out some of the papers and use them? I'm not finding the guys that are puttable.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I made my mind up about those. Yes, it needs something, but they're both the same size. I don't like that. Decisions. Oops. Okay, well, I like that down there, so that's going down there.
Dawn says hello.
Hi, Dawn. So I don't know what to do up there. I hope it makes you feel better that I spend just as much time faffing as everybody else. You're surprised?
No.
I was going to say, you should be the least surprised. Huh, that's not too bad. So that's my inside cover. I'm quite pleased with that. I look like I know what I'm doing. First time for everything. Will everybody see my glasses? I don't know where my proper ones are. These will have to do. Hold on. So that's going to be my inside cover. I said I've been faffing a little bit with the outside, but I haven't just help if I got it on screen, wouldn't it really? So yeah, so that's, I might come back and do some more, but I think that will do for now. And then I know it's nearly past, but I'd actually really like to get these matted up before we do any more. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm pleased with that. And I think we'll mat these up. Now, before next week, I'm going to nip off and I'm going to find I tell you what, I think you'll probably notice this if you ever had any kits from me, but there is so much value, I think, in little bits and pieces like bulb pins and paper clips, and you can get some really nice ones, really cheap, all sorts of different ones, and I just love them in terms of decoration and for books, because they're really cheap, they're reasonably priced, some little charms, some little bulb pins, a bit of chain, a couple of jump rings, and you can just add all of these little bits of interest in that. I just absolutely love doing that. So my recommendation for you this week is to go and raid your stash, because I will guarantee that you have got this stuff already. So go and have a look for nice paper clips and what are the other things called? Bulb pins and all of those things, because you will absolutely have them. I guarantee it. So I think I want to find a piece of pattern paper to go on this. I'd like to put a full piece of pattern paper on. What have I got left? Have I got anything big enough? Or am I going to have to paper piece? You can. Right, Charlotte, if you're watching, I will answer you in the group. I've ordered everything at the moment, but I've got some extras, so I can start a waiting list. Can you tell her? Yeah. So if you're listening, that's a quick answer. Oh. Because my normal wholesaler didn't have enough, so I've ordered direct from Stamperia. Yeah. I'm sure I can order some more, but you might just have to wait a little bit. So if people want to add on to, if you do want a kit, if you want to add on to the list or add on to Charlotte's post in Paper Scissors Story, I'll see what I can do. Well, you can just write what I've just said. You can't remember what I've just said, can you?
I can't type all that out.
You can. I've got every faith in you. Yeah, probably. Four and 3/4.
So what's the short version?
Oh, hang on. What do you remember 4 3/4?
Oh, 4 3/4.
There are a couple of spares, but I won't know until I've put everything together. But I did order extra, so it's likely that there might be spares. But if people want to comment, if they do want one, and if there's a lot, I'll do a second order. Where did I put my card around? And 3/4. I might use that. Perfect. Five and 3/4. 5 and 3/4. 5 and 3/4. 5 and 3/4. Oh, this is just the most irritating thing in the world. Fiskars, if you are listening to me, please will you make a trimmer where I don't have to, and a good one like this, where I don't have to keep. Yeah, it's Mark. He's making a noise. You just can't get the staff. It was. It said they thought it was cows. Yeah.
Cows.
No, it's Mark and his printer. It's all right. We've stopped printing during class, except we've got so much printing to do. Mark's been printing from work. It's hilarious because I can be sitting here working and the printer's to the right of me, and then suddenly it'll start going.
I apologise, but is this not a problem at all?
Well, it is noisy. I can hear it.
It's quieter than it was because I've incorporated noise cancelling in. Actually made a nice noise.
Oh yeah, but I mean, compared to what they were like when they first came out, yeah. I mean, they're so quiet. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to hear ourselves think of the originals. Yeah. But it's still super quiet.
She says it's not bad.
We really should do a proper video for people to see how it all works. I mean, I found it fascinating. I remember the first time I ever saw the 3D printer. My daughter is not like me at all. She's really scientifically smart. She's an engineer. And she wanted to go to, I mean, I know you'll all have heard of JCB, but what you probably don't know is that there is a specialist engineering school run by JCB, not far from World Headquarters. And Rachel got placed there. And I'll tell you, she's just smart. She does like her numbers. And when we went up to the school to take a look to see, you know, if it was something that she wanted to do, and this was, I don't know how many years ago. It's 24 now, is she? 24? Yeah, but they don't go for the first couple of years. It was about 10 years ago, wasn't it? If not a bit longer. Yeah, and they had a working 3D printer, and I've never seen one before. And no, it must be longer than that.
Well, I've had 3D printers for 10 years.
Yeah, so it must have been before that, because I've never seen one.
It wouldn't be when she was
15. No, 14. So it must have been 11 years ago. Yeah. And anyway, we went to see the school, and we went to see this 3D printer working, and I remember they were printing what do you call it? It's one of those spanners that moves, you know, spanners that's got an adjustable wrench. That's it, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And they were printing one on this 3D printer, and what I found fascinating was that it prints it all in one go. So it printed it with the moving mechanism and the wrench head that moved all in one go, and I just couldn't get my head around that and how that was even possible. It's just amazing. But I mean, God, it was a big machine. It had covers on it, and I mean, it wasn't really in those days. It wasn't so much something that you'd really think to do at home, would you? So much. Yeah, they had everything. Yeah, and the school was in an old mill, wasn't it? Was it an arkwright mill? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, Rachel won an award, one of several actually. Not that I'm bragging, but you know. And this award that she was given was from. It was made out of a wooden, because it was a like a cotton mill, wasn't it? I think. And it was one of the cotton spindles that had been left behind when the mill was closed. So pretty old, older than Mark. So interesting. I was talking to my dad about this last night, actually, in maths and stuff, and how my entire family is very scientifically minded. So, you know, my sister was a scientist, dad's a scientist, my brother's a scientist, and then there's me, who is not a scientist. I booked the trend. I'm an artist, yes. I think I might have let the side down a bit, because my brain does not compute when it comes to maths. Vectors, don't even get me started. It used to make me cry. Why have I got so many of these?
Because you can.
As you can tell, maths is not my strong point. I've got 6 my only needed 3. Oh well, never mind.
Another one done.
Okay. Oh, that looks pretty. I like that. So just the one in there to go. So I think 4 3/4. Yeah.
There may be some. Could any of them make books like you?
Well, Rachel, last time, well, I don't know if you remember last year when she was here, she did a couple of classes with me, came and sat in, and some of my graphic 45. It's a good job she's my daughter, because I wouldn't let anybody else go in it. And no, not even you. I'm going to make this one a bit thicker. Let's go 1.5. And she just decided to start making a book. So I guess it must have rubbed off a bit. I must ask her what. I wonder if she'll bring it with her. I'll ask her to bring it with her. Beautiful. I was trying to explain to Dad last night that I do actually work with numbers because of measurements. So I'm not sure whether that redeemed me. Yeah, I think it does actually. And I will say that despite my ineptitude in areas of science, I do think my mental arithmetic is quite good. And I think I do it quite quickly. Eh? Oh no, not fractions. Well, I saw an absolutely brilliant thing the other day called Japanese.
Is that the word lines and dots?
Yeah, Japanese division. No, Japanese division, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now that was really clever. I thought I could manage that. Oh God, I haven't got a clue.
An hour and a half. No, we didn't have slide notes.
Well, I never. Who knew that was going to fit there? It was a good job I did it wrong. I might trim that down a little bit. Okay, so right. Ooh, that's starting to come on. So what time is it now?
It's
okay, so I'm going to probably stop.
Yes.
But next week we'll carry on. We'll do a bit of this. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to get my crock gob. I'm not worried about that because the way that this sits, if it sits open, because I put lots of embellishments in, I'm totally cool with that. And I'm going to show you what you can do at the end to hold your book together. But as I said, I put a few little bits on the front. I put a few of the rub-ons, and I put some pieces to the side that I want to maybe decorate up the front cover with. And then I've made my little photo mat here on the inside front cover. Just decorated up those, and next week what we'll do is we'll get on with decorating that, and then hopefully turn to these. And I have done the photo mats on there as well. So I think that's starting to come along. I think this is going to be lovely, actually. I don't know, I'm sounding surprised, but yeah, it really is. All right then, guys, thank you so much for joining us. As I said, I've been told I'm having my phone removed on Friday.
Oh.
We'll see. So I'm afraid we will be out of contact. But I might tell you next week what we've done. And then again, I might not. It depends how it goes. So take care, everybody, and we will see you back here next Wednesday. All right, then, lots of love and see you soon.
Bye, Carly.
Oh, bye, Kari.
Bye. Oh.